Now let's go ahead and jump into the weekend wild card predictions. We're done with all the 49er stuff. Oh, yeah, Poggy's gone. He's got to take care of something real quick. But we're going to jump into the wild card predictions. We obviously got the Lions, number 1 seed. They're not playing next. They're not playing next week. The Kansas City Chiefs are not playing next week. Let's see who we predict to win these games, and then we're going to bounce out. We're going to take off out of here. Sorry, Jake, for not talking about Saquon, but that's really just a back end conversation. All right, let's jump into the wild card. You got the list, my man. Shoot.
Chargers, Texans.
Chargers.
Yeah.
I may be a Herbert hater, but Texans are looking like the weak link of next to the Steelers.
Go Chargers. Steelers, Ravens.
Steelers and Ravens, they no matter what they do, they always have
That's one of those weird games, yeah. But I think Ravens will pull it out. I don't know. You have Russell Wilson too. That's a veteran quarterback that has had odd games where he's really come and balled out, right? But I'm gonna go Ravens. I think Lamar. Well, Lamar really struggles, boy. No, I'm gonna say Ravens.
I don't think he played very. A lot of people.
He doesn't play well in the. He doesn't play. No, he doesn't play well in the playoffs either. But I'm gonna say Ravens.
You're gonna say Ravens?
Yeah.
I so want to just because I hate Pittsburgh so much, but I also agree with you on that. I don't think Lamar has not proven. He may prove it this year, but he has.
I really hope he does. I'd rather see somebody besides KC, and I think Ravens could be that team, or the Bills. So I don't know. I really want to see somebody beat and I don't think Pittsburgh is that team, honestly.
I don't think Pittsburgh. I don't think Ravens are either, just because Lamar in that product. But I guess there's more potential in the
Lamar
Ravens.
Has more potential to be that guy.
I'll go Ravens as well. So we got Chargers, Ravens. What's the next one we
got? Broncos, Bills.
I feel like I go Broncos here?
I would. I'd like to say Broncos, but I think Bills gives the best chance to go to the Super Bowl.
You're just thinking.
I'm thinking about who's going to beat the Chiefs. Yes, I want the Broncos to win. Yes, but I want to see somebody beat the Chiefs, right? I want somebody to beat the Chiefs. So I'm going to go for screw it. I'm just going to go with my heart. I'm going to go with the Broncos because I want to see Bo Nix win. I think he's had a magical season. It's one of those stories. I know he's a Duck, but Bo Nix has had such a long college career that he's played at other colleges, blah blah blah. But I think he's had one of those seasons he was on nobody's radar to start this season for the Broncos.
No one thought
nobody thought the Broncos were going to even compete this season. But look at them now.
Well, here's a variable though. This is the playoffs. This is a different beast. Are you sure?
I think he can. I don't think Bo Nix is going to be shook by that competition. But you know what? It's going to be in Buffalo. It's probably going to be under 20 feet of snow. So Buffalo performs in that atmosphere. So I think Buffalo ends up winning. But I want to go for Broncos.
You're going for Broncos?
I'm going for Broncos, but I think Buffalo. I think Buffalo's going to win. If I'm being real, Buffalo's going to win, but I'm going for the Broncos, obviously.
Oh, same here. I like that story, even though I'm not the biggest fan of Bo Nix and I'm not the hugest Oregon fan like you are, but I kind of like the Bo Nix story. I kind of like that vibe.
It's a cool story because he wasn't even on my radar. I was thinking he's lucky if he's going to be a third string quarterback this season. I didn't think he was that good even when he was in Oregon. People are like, oh yeah, Bo Nix. And all of a sudden it's whoa, he's actually playing pretty good.
Who do you think is going to go further, Herbert or Bo Nix? Who do you believe?
Herbert's an NFL quarterback. So
he's gonna
I think they both had their own playing style. So you really can't compare the two. So Bo Nix is a lot different than Justin Herbert. So.
Okay. Chargers, Ravens, Bills. What's the next one? What we got?
Packers, Eagles.
Broncos getting hoof stomped. You guys think do you think the Broncos are going to get crushed by the Bills? I don't think they're crushed. I think that defense.
I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, Broncos defense is pretty good. Packers, Eagles. I think Eagles win that.
Eagles. Yeah, I think the Packers have shown a little bit of holes and some weaknesses, and the Eagles can clearly dominate with McPhee, whatever his name is,
Yeah.
and Pickett. Okay, they can score 20 plus points. That defense is good. Sadly, the Eagles are going to beat the Packers.
I'm kind of over the Eagles thing, to be honest with you. Like, I don't even care about the Eagles anymore. I'd rather see them. Yeah.
Well, you're not on social media enough or stuff like that, so you're not feeling the animosity. You're not feeling that rivalry.
I kind of don't care about them that much. The only team I don't like that's in the playoffs right now are the Chiefs.
True. Yeah, go Nikita. Go Nikita, one of our part of the Wolf Pack. She's a huge Eagles fan. All respect to her. We got the Eagles winning this game. Poggy just said he has no more animosity. I still have the animosity.
I don't care.
Still there. But I think the Eagles are going to beat the Packers. I just think the Packers, like we said, there's just too much.
They're not even in our division to give me a rivalry to them, so there's not enough there to history between us, I think, to give us. It's not like, in the 90s when you were back and forth with the Cowboys in the NFC Championship.
Yeah.
So,
it's not like that.
There's not that old school rivalry there. Commanders, Buccaneers. I'm going to go. Geez, this is a tough one.
Actually kind of tough.
Commanders.
Did they play? I think they played it earlier this year.
They might have, yeah. I think Commanders. I'm just gonna say.
My first instincts. Buccaneers beat the Commanders 37-20 week 1.
Oh, that was week 1 though.
Week 1's different beast, yeah.
Hey, so is playoffs though. You got the more veteran team in the Buccaneers. Well, you do have the Bucks. You do have the Bucks a little bit more experience than the Commanders. Commanders are a young team. So you would kind of give it to that more experience in the that's my dog whining, by the way. You give it more to the Bucks than the Commanders. So yeah, I'm gonna say Commanders just because I want to go against the grain on that one. And I don't really care about that. I don't care about that game very much.
I like Jaden Daniels. I love that quarterback. I believe in him. I think he got great potential. His future's fantastic. I believed in this team. I want to take credit, by the way, real quick. I believed in this team from the start. I said from the start of the season, they're going to surprise people. They're going to do great. They're going to be fantastic, and they were. Everyone wanted to give Dan Quinn shit for that 28-3 and say he wasn't a good head coach. He made the fucking Super Bowl, okay? All right, so Commanders, but everyone else is like Bucks.
Mm-hmm. Vikings, Rams.
Saints almost gave him problems.
Yeah, Vikings, Rams. I don't hold that much animosity against Rams either. They haven't really been a rival.
Rivals.
They really haven't done nothing against us. I mean, it's been a while since they've actually competed. It's not like they're going to go very far, but I think the Vikings are going to beat them. To be honest, I think the Vikings defense is way better. Rams made it.
I think they played earlier today this year too, right?
Probably. Yeah, I think the Vikings probably dominated them. Just for that simple fact, I don't want that storyline to read, oh, Sam Darnold's that quarterback.
Rams beat him 30-20. It was like week 5, week 10, week 6.
Yeah, I'm just going to say Rams, and then they'll be done in the next week. I mean, they're going to end up playing the Lions the next week, and then Lions are just going to absolutely hammer them. So you got the
Rams just beat the Lions. It was the Bills. Never mind.
No, yeah, no, the Rams actually they're not the lowest seed, so I think the Rams will still lose whoever they play against. So I'm not. So yeah, I agree, Brian. I think they're the frauds of the West, but who cares? Like, they're not. To me, they're not the Seahawks. So if it was the Seahawks, I would definitely go against them. They're the one of those teams that I can't stand the most because of that rivalry we've held against them for so long. The Rams, we haven't had that much of a rivalry against them. Like, there hasn't been that much animosity against the two teams. Like, when you think of a rivalry, think of back of the Sherman days, the boom.
Well, you're comparing like
I'm talking about. That's what I mean when I have a lot of animosity towards a team. It's the Seahawks. Okay, I know there are inner rivals, but I'd rather not hear about, oh, Sam Darnold's taking the Vikings further in the oh, he's that quarterback that should replace Purdy.
He would have to win the Super Bowl.
Off it, guys. Like, no, he wouldn't. Like, they'd see him win a playoff game, and they're going to be like still feeding the masses of these the idiocracy of this replacing Purdy thing. So I'd rather see the Rams win.
You got to keep in mind, in our chat, we have a lot of people who are from Rondo Sports who have a lot of Rams haters on his chat. So there's a lot of animosity towards the Rams in our chat right now because of from that chat
I don't
as
even
well.
care
So,
about the Rams.
So
Rams are
irrelevant
to me.
You don't see our comment section because you don't check the comment section, but I do get a lot of Rams haters saying like Darnold's 10 times better. You guys suck. Like I see it a lot. So I disagree. I see the animosity and I do agree with you. I think the Rams are going to win this game. I'm not going to let my hate for the Rams overcome who I think is going to win. And I do agree. I think the Rams are going to win this game. I
think they'll win the game. Not that I want them to win. I don't want either of these teams to win. So, I mean,
right? It's kind of
one of those games you don't want either of these teams to be in there. So,
the Vikings is going to probably go to divisional and lose there. But
I'd rather both of these teams just lose. Yeah.
Can they tie? Sadly, not.
Don't you wish? No, it's going to be what it is. So.
All right, so you got the Rams. Everyone else, I'm sure, has got the Vikings. Someone here said the Rams. What was it? Strawberry's got the Rams. I know that 49ers, Brian, do you not get the I know everyone else probably has the Vikings winning this because they hate the Rams so much, but I got the Rams too. I think they're just Sean McVay, Matthew Stafford.
I think that veteran team against young quarterback and Sam Darnold, I mean, they're going to know how to play against him and beat him in the playoffs. So, I mean, he looked terrible against the Lions, and they're going to know what to do. They're going to read that blueprint of what the Lions did and do that against them. So.
Well, the blueprint is really just, is the game important? That's really it's really.
No, I think they can get pressure to Darnold too, though. I think they can really pressure him. So,
but it's not. I'm not trying to jump into another game here and talk about that. But with Darnold, it was like he was missing reads. It wasn't like he was making poor throws. Yes, he was making poor throws, but he was also missing wide open players all the fucking time. Like there's multiple plays where you go in the red zone where they have multiple opportunities to score. If he just throws it, first three throws it, it's a touchdown.
He had a hard time
multiple times. Yeah, he
felt the pressure of that game for sure. So,
and I think in the playoffs, same thing's gonna happen. He's gonna get scared. So, all right. So it's Rams. Is that the last one?
Yep.
All right. So Rams. Let's go over it real quick. We agree on every single one of them. Chargers over what was the Chargers over what?
Texans.
Chargers over Texans. I agree with that. Ravens over Steelers. That's a tough one just because
that's kind of a toss up. Yeah.
Yeah. Bills over Broncos. We both agree. We want the Broncos to win, but the Bills are the Bills right now. You got the MVP over there. Eagles over who's the Eagles again?
Eagles over the Packers.
Eagles over the Packers. It just makes sense. I'd be kind of shocked if they lose, really, to be honest with you. I'd be kind of happy, but I'd be kind of shocked. Commanders over Buccaneers. That one just depends because Buccaneers can play phenomenal.
Yep.
And then they just play like
it's another veteran team going against a young team. So I think that could be one of those games again that go either way. It just depends on where the ball falls,
Yeah, Stafford's interception king. Yeah, I know, but he makes the plays when he has to, despite those interceptions.
He's got so much experience in the playoffs, and he's won a Super Bowl. So it's one of those players that can make it happen. It's not like he's some guy going in there that's never played in the playoffs.
Yeah. So, all right, those are our predictions. Are you guys doing a postseason bet? I think we agreed on all the games, though, didn't we?
Yeah.
I guess we could do that if you want to do that. You want to do a postseason?
We could talk about it. Yeah.
We talk about it. If we agree on all the games already, so it's not like it's going to affect anything. But we'll talk about it, and then we'll think of a punishment.
We'll do one with you, Papa J.
Right. You got to give us an essay on how much Kyle Shanahan is the greatest head coach of all time for the 49ers.
Mm-hmm.
And